Hey guys, Master Extreme 93 here. We are in week 12 in the Washington State Dynasty. We are 8-1, the number 11 team in the country, and this week we go on the road to take on the Arizona Wildcats. They are also in the top 25. I was hoping that this game would be against the Arizona team that was either a one-loss or an undefeated Arizona team, but that's not the case. They've lost their last two games.
We can't even get that quality loss.
Right, we can't even get a quality loss. We need to fix that in the offseason and schedule to go at Alabama and at LSU. And then want to fucking kill ourselves because of it.
I just want to kill myself regardless.
The pre-game summaries, Arizona's offense actually has been struggling in the passing game. They do have a really good running game though. They average about 27 points per game, and defensively, that's where they're really good this season. Top 50 running and passing defense, and only allowing 20 points per game on defense. And my dad is angry about the lottery for some reason.
Who isn't angry about the lottery?
Arizona is the leader of the Pac-12 South Division, and we are the leader of the Pac-12 North Division, so this is actually a game between leaders of the divisions.
We're actually gonna die.
Which means this could be a preview of the Pac-12 championship game, assuming that Arizona doesn't blow a lead in their division. And assuming we don't. We're going to actually receive the ball to start the game. I actually had the choice to defer there, but I chose to take the ball on offense to start the game.
But why though?
Because we have Ricky Bishop, that's why.
That's true.
And he's back to return, trying to cut that. Oh, but he actually ran into his own man there. 23-yard return. Out comes the offense. Corey Green, James Coe, and company. This might be the very first game all season where we are the favorites to actually win in conference. Even though we were a ranked team.
This is true.
Right, even though we were a ranked team last week playing Oregon, like we were not the favorites to win. And the week before that, playing Oregon State, we were unranked. We probably weren't favorites to win that game.
Well, to be fair, what about Idaho?
In the conference, that's why I said in conference.
Oh.
Yeah. My dad is so mad right now. We go with a counter play with James Coe, and he doesn't get it. We try to go no huddle, and Arizona just shedding blocks there. Dominique Bailey gets into the backfield. So we go run, 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 and it's not enough. It's going to be a punt. What is it? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put it in my freezer. Out comes Arizona's offense. They're going to start this game 4 wide receiver. I heard. It's always something, right? Hey, guess who has an interception to start the game? Fam? I don't know if you're trying to talk right now, but I can't hear you.
I was trying to talk. I apologize.
Okay. Guess who has an interception to start the game?
Tell me, fam.
Desmond Hollis.
Nice.
Trying to win linebacker or defensive player of the year, and that's how you're going to get it done. Plays like that. We try to throw it into the end zone, incompletion. He didn't get into the end zone on the interception return, but he did get down to the he did get it down to the 8-yard line though. So really good field position here. I probably would have been a lot more vocal in that reaction, but my dad was in the room and I was like, "Oh, I got a great play, but my dad's in the room. It's gonna be real awkward." Will Glover, you dropped a wide open touchdown. The contact was there, dragging him down, but you had your hands on it, Will Glover. You have to maintain possession. Corey Green 0 for 2 to start this game.
Time to put in the backup.
And Corey Green goes down with a sack, trying to roll out the pocket, but just nobody was there. Joey Falk with the sack. We get the turnover, but we have to settle for a field goal. I'm not liking our offense right now in this game. We're making very bad decisions, and we're getting bottled up. No passing lanes are open, and now the pass rush gets there. We don't have any momentum on offense, but at least Arizona doesn't either. They're literally their first play. Interception to Desmond Hollis.
Desmond Hollis has been a god amongst men.
He has been, and that's with a struggle last week. He didn't play that good last week. He missed a couple of easy tackles, over pursued on some plays. More focused on getting the huge hit than he was just making the sure tackle. That might be the mentality he has now because he's been playing so good this season that he's hyping his own reputation up. Hopefully he just stays focused, plays good in this game. The running back takes the counter there. Troy Harris, 10-yard run. They're going no huddle. Quarterback read option, and there's a wide open lane there. Finally, it looks like McNair is there to bring him down, but Joel Vinson, the quarterback, 22 yards on read option. They give it right back to the running back, and another huge lane. Troy Harris, 18 yards, and recently our running defense has been getting gashed. And not just in this game, but last week too. We give up some pretty big runs in that game. Another carry that goes for over 5. Make it 9 officially. Troy Harris, 3 carries, 37 yards. That's not good. Thompson's there to lay the lumber down onto the running back. He does get the completion though, and it's a first down. Some frustration showing from Thompson there. They go counter with the running back. Troy Harris, 4 yards there, so even though the pursuit was very quick to bring him down, and he looks like he is injured. Recently, it looks like the running backs for the opposing teams have been getting injured very frequently. I don't know if that's just coincidence or if it's just because my guys are tackling them pretty good. He's going to scramble, but he doesn't get away. Joel Vinson goes down on the sack. Charles Martin there to bring him down. And that's going to make it 3rd and 9. I'm trying to figure out where Hannah went. Oh, it's actually not a problem with Hannah. It's a problem with my internet. I didn't even realize that. The ball comes out, but they ruled that an incompletion. The ball was going forward. So now Arizona has to settle for a field goal. And I'm going to have to solo commentate this until my internet starts working again. I don't know when that's going to be. And the kick is up, and it is good. Game tied at 3. Arizona's offense was able to move the ball down the field there, but our defense stiffens up and keeps them out of the end zone. Ricky Bishop back to return. Tries to make a man miss, just couldn't stay on his feet there. He hasn't really broken a kick return recently. I don't know if that's just a little hesitation there from him, but I want to see him break another huge one in this game. Jason Washington gets the catch for 8 yards. And that's our first completion of the day. Really need to get this offense going, so I'm going no huddle right here. Quentin Williams! Huge play, 22-yard completion. Playing very soft zone right there. Not playing man coverage. That backfired on Arizona Wildcats right there. No huddle again. First down. Down the seam to Will Glover, and he hangs on this time. 21-yard catch. A couple of big plays in the passing game, and Corey Green has some momentum now. 3 for 5 passing, 51 yards. And we're down to the 31. We go read option. Corey Green trying to get away, but the pursuit was there. No gain. John Small on the tackle for a loss. Might have been actually officially a one, not even a one, but half a yard loss on the play. That's what they're ruling at least. Still trying to fix my internet. I don't know what's wrong with it. Counter play with James Coe. He's got some space. Wide open space. James Coe is gone. Touchdown, Washington State. 32-yard run. That counter play I've run a lot this season. Even when it hasn't worked, I've stuck with it because eventually a lane opens up, and that was exactly what I was looking for, to get the running game going early. That's what we were able to do last week. We got the running game to go efficiently very early on. The kick is away, and it looks like Anderson's just going to take a knee. The defense comes back onto the field, trying to keep him out of the end zone yet again. First play of the drive, Steve Smith Sr. is there to stop Ray Washington. 9-yard completion. We're going no huddle here. Looks like somebody either went offsides or maybe it was a false start. They're rolling that a false start against Arizona, so that bodes well for us. And yeah, my computer's really having some problems right now. I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully this gets resolved very soon. It's a fake on the read option. Hollis gets ran over there, and the running back, or not the running back, excuse me, the tight end from the looks of it is still on his feet, finally. Ray Washington goes down, but he broke 2 tackles on a huge catch and run, and one of those missed tackles was by Desmond Hollis. He's been getting worked over sometimes in these catch and runs recently, trying to lay down the hit and just getting bounced off by whoever has the ball. Michael Moyer's there to tackle Ray Washington yet again. Of course, he hangs on to the ball. He doesn't drop it, though. It's going to be now first down for Arizona at my 27, maybe 26.5-yard line. They go quarterback read option. I saw that and just couldn't get there. He takes a very weird tumble. He bounces up, though, so he's okay. Huge run and another first down. I saw that he was keeping it, but just couldn't get to him. And that's been happening way too much. It looks like possibly another false start for Arizona, though. The offensive linemen not focused so far, and this is a home game for them, so it's kind of weird to see offensive linemen jumping like that, flinching when they're at home and there's no real crowd noise that's there to distract them. First and goal now. They throw that quickly, and it's a completion. Eddie Vaughn on the reception. Steve Smith Sr. was in the area trying to swat that away, but he wasn't quick enough. Actually, it looks like this is going to be reviewed. They just want to make sure that he had a foot down. Very clearly has a foot down, so this is going to stand. Don't even know why they had to check there. That was pretty clear.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Major problems with my internet right now. I have no idea why it's out. And worst of all is I'm doing a diagnosis and it doesn't even know what the problem is. Anyways, second and goal. I'm just going to have to solo this for the meantime. And that's a strike down the middle to Austin Smith. Touchdown, Arizona. That was a good pass by the quarterback, Joel Vincent, there. And as they say, there is no defense for a perfect offense, and that was a perfect pass. At least now the game's only tied at 10. It's been a very back and forth, well-balanced game for both sides. Offensively, we only have 84 yards. See if our offense can't get some momentum here. Ricky Bishop back to return, and good tackle there by the Arizona defender. Only a 13-yard run back. Arizona playing really good on kick coverage so far. Out comes Corey Green in the offense. Play action on the first play of the drive. That's going to be Quinton Williams! A huge catch by him for 20 yards. Again, going zone coverage, and there was the hole there. It wasn't a big hole, but it was big enough to find the open spot. First down at our own 40. Will Glover! Good catch there, and good job not dropping the football. 17-yard catch there, first down. Corey Green now is 5 for 7 passing. He had those 2 early incompletions, but he's 5 for 5 since then. James Coe is going to take the sweep, turns it into the middle of the field for a 6-yard run.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'm going to call audible here. I don't really like the fact that they have a lot of defenders there on the left side. See if I can't change this up a little bit. Still got 15 seconds on the play clock. No. Yeah, I like that. Okay. What the hell? What the hell was that? A weird glitch, but hey, it works out because it kind of froze. No! I was about to say it froze the Arizona defense there. It was a really glitchy play. And he was wide open on the scramble, and he goes down, and Corey Green fumbles the football. And that's very clearly a fumble, so no point in challenging it. A very weird, fluky play. They go read option, but that time it was a loss of 6 yards. Joel Vincent was going nowhere.
That'll make it 2nd and long.
Good job by Woods on that play. And that will be the end of the first quarter. The game is tied 10-10. Back and forth game so far. A turnover for Arizona and a turnover for Washington State. Second and 15 here. The pass rush was coming, but just throws it out of bounds. Rather take the sack right there. I mean, rather not take the sack and just throw it away, I should say. Now, there's serious problems with my internet right now. I don't know what's going on. And actually, it's not just my internet, but it's like really problems with my computer. My computer's going really slow. I don't know what the problem is. And that ball is thrown out of bounds. So at least we stopped them on 3rd down. They're going to have to punt the ball away to your boy, Ricky Bishop. Damn it. This is so stupid. I just want to get back in the call with Hannah and just do this. 8-yard return by Ricky Bishop. Not a lot of space out there today. Arizona has some speedy guys on the punt coverage. Read option handoff to James Coe, trying to get something there. If the blocking could have just held up a split second longer, he could have gotten a huge gain there, but our run blocking on read option plays isn't always that crisp. Completion to Wade Roberts. It looked like somebody for Arizona could have possibly have swatted that away, but they just didn't even get a hand up. Fortunate play there for us. Going no huddle here. We're going to run inverted veer. We're going to throw it right back to Wade Roberts. Tries to spin away, but goes down after a gain of 8 yards. Getting him some touches, even though he is the highest overall receiver on the roster. I like working him as the 4th string because the matchups he has because of that. Matching up against 3rd and 4th string corners for the opposing team. James Coe just can't get anywhere on that delay handoff. 3rd and 3. Steven Bostic on the tackle for a loss. Counterplay with James Cohen. Does he get there? No, he does not. Just short. What will head coach I want to die opt for here? He keeps the offense on the field. Straight up the middle of James Coe, and he almost broke that all the way, but at least it is a 1st down.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Going to keep the bigs in right here in the ace formation. Harvey is open. Touchdown, Washington State. We win with the bigs there, 2 tight ends. Did not run the ball there, went past, and Arizona was caught on their back heels there, just looking at the tight end as he found a soft spot in coverage. With the extra point, this is now a 17-10 ball game. Good to see the offense driving down the field there and converting. The kick is up. Anderson taking a knee. I'm trying to diagnose the problem with my internet. Every time I run the diagnostic, it comes back with like no problem found, but I'm not connected to the internet, so it's a little concerning. That pass was wild and incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Arizona. Alright, and this might be the fix I'm looking for here. Now it says it's resetting the Wi-Fi adapter. Hopefully that I'll be back online soon. Good play there. Going outside the numbers to Derek Stevenson for 19 yards. Going no huddle, of course. A lot of offenses in the Pac-12 go no huddle. I think Utah and Colorado might be the only teams that don't. And that's a wide open running lane for the running back there, Troy Harris. Huge gash for 17. Nobody was in the middle of the field there on read option. Wide open. I blitzed there knowing that there was going to be an open receiver. Stevenson's pushed out after a gain of 20. Unfortunately, the offensive line picked up the blitz perfectly and there was just no pressure in his face. Touchdown, Arizona. Derek Stevenson. All the offensive production on that drive was passes to Derek Stevenson. And Adam Morris was chasing after him, but he didn't have a step on him, and he was just wide open. Nothing he could do about it.
The extra point attempt is good.
Still having problems with my internet. I reset the Wi-Fi adapter, but now it says, I don't understand this. Now it says that there's a list of Wi-Fi hotspots to connect to, but my internet is not one of them. Ricky Bishop trying to get something, and again, one of his own mans is getting in the way as he's trying to bounce this outside, and he trips up at the 22. Wide open, Jason Washington on the outside, running a curl route there. Gets 20 yards after the catch and run. Good play by Washington. Corey Green, 9 for 11 passing today. He did have the fumble though. James Coe right up the middle for about 8 yards.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
I don't run a lot of plays under center, but I'm doing that a little bit here just to try and throw off Arizona. Anthony Hampton, great grab. Probably not a good decision to even throw it to him there because he's not a big, tall receiver who can catch that out of the air. Or at least he's not supposed to be. I just threw that up there to him, though, and he came down with it. Impressive play. Something I probably shouldn't want to do too many times. I tested my luck there, and it paid off. Big completion, and now we are down to Arizona's 15. James Coe trying to weave his way forwards, gets about 4 yards. Nice to see him always get up after taking some clean but hard hits. Second and 6 now at Arizona's 12. Tried to throw that out to James Coe off the swing pass, but he got bottled up. Tried to get out of the backfield there. He just didn't get out of the backfield as I thought he was going to be able to on time. We are 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far. That's not good. We throw that to Washington, and he barely gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. And now we have a new school record for touchdown passes in a season. I think I know who had the other old record, but we're not going to speak of his name. Instead, we are turning over a new leaf with Washington State's program. And I do not apologize for that horrible pun.
The Cougars lined up for the kickoff. Anderson back deep to return.
The kick is deep, and Anderson's not going to return it. He hasn't returned one all day, I don't believe. Or if he has, I don't remember. So out comes the Arizona offense once again. Completion to Vaughn. 9 yards there. Good job by Vaughn there to catch that and turn up the field for a couple of yards after the catch. Our defenders are having a hard time keeping up with some of these receivers today. Read option keep with the quarterback Joel Vinson. 8 yards there. I don't know whose assignment it was that time for that player. Derek Stevenson goes airborne on that tackle, but he's okay. He bounces right back up. Adam Morris again gets beat on the drag route. He has to dive just to trip up the receiver after a gain of 8 yards. So it appears that Adam Morris is one of the guys who's getting burned by the receivers here. They go counter, and that time Woods makes sure that that is a loss of 2 yards.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
That just goes to show how good he's been in this game, though, for Troy Harris, is that he had a loss of 2 yards on that run, still averaging 9 yards a carry, though. 3rd and 4, though. They're going with a draw play and just barely gets it. I'm talking by the skin of his chinny chin chin. 5-yard gain, first down. Another wide open catch there to the sideline for... No! That is not a catch! I need to actually pay attention. But is it a catch? I might have been right after all. They're going to review it. It sure looked like it was a catch. That's why I said another catch towards the sideline. Oh, but that is not a catch. That most definitely is not a catch.
To review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Again, don't know why they're reviewing it when it's clearly not a catch. Wait, they reversed it? What? What? What the actual hell? That was not close. That was not even... That wasn't even debatable. That was so clearly out of bounds. Big hit there on Joel Vincent, and Washington State's defense is getting very frustrated. Bad enough when they're going down the field, but then you have referees who just don't know how to fucking call a game correctly. And I'm starting to get pissed off too because my internet's still not back on. To give that off to Troy Harris, and he just rolls forward. Desmond Hollis was there to bring him down, but he does have a 4-yard run there. They give it back to Troy Harris, but he gets dropped in the backfield that time. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Excuse me, it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 4 is what I meant to say. He almost had it, but the contact pops it out. Good play by the defense to not allow them into the end zone for the 2nd time today. They've gotten down close here, but we've kept them out. The kick is up, and it is good. 24-20. Clinging on to a 4-point lead with 53 seconds left. We do have 2 timeouts. So potential chance for us to at least get into field goal range or Hail Mary range. Ricky Bishop on the return. He's got some space. And he is gone! Touchdown, Washington State! Your boy, Ricky Bishop. All-American. Kick returner of the year. And I hate that Hannah wasn't here for this just exuberating experience. And I'm not even sure if exuberating is a word. Maybe just exhilarating. I think that's what I meant to say. Exhilarating. Mox is here making up words as he goes along. What really sucks, though, is that he is a redshirt senior, so he's guaranteed to be gone after this year, and that's going to suck because nobody's going to compare to him. Great interception by Adam Morris, and he just gets tripped up. Good play to jump up and pluck that out the air. He's been struggling in this game, but he comes through there with a huge interception to redeem himself. With 36 seconds left, we have 2 timeouts and now a chance to extend this lead. Oh, but the sack gets there. Corey Green held on just a little bit too long. Brad Fine gets the sack. And that's going to set us back. We're not even in field goal range now, so we're going to have to be very careful here. Don't want to force any mistakes. We could just go for a Hail Mary if nothing else, but we cannot afford a turnover. The comeback route is incomplete. The defense was there to just get the contact almost immediately and make sure that he did come up with it. 3rd and 20 now, so I'm really not sure what works here. There's really no good play in the playbook for 3rd and 20. Deep pass, but just overthrown. No chance there. Intended for Wade Roberts, but nobody was going to come up with it. I'm playing it safe here. I really don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to punt the ball away. Could it down it inside the 10 though. That is going to bounce out to the 20, but Arizona only has 1 timeout and now only 16 seconds before halftime. So they don't really have much time at all if they want to try and do something. They do get the ball back to start the second half though, so if they can get something really quick here, it'll give them a lot of momentum going into halftime. They just hand it off to Troy Harris. He gets some space there. 10-yard run. It does not appear they're going to call a timeout though. They're fine with just going into halftime, down by 11. And that will be halftime. Washington State, 31 points in the first half. A lot of it has to do with the fact that we've gotten 2 turnovers. And we've been keeping Arizona out of the end zone. This easily could be a tie game.
The Cougars are lined up for the kickoff.
But it is an 11-point lead, and we're going to try and build off that. Or at the very least, not blow it.
The kickoff is down for a touchback.
Starting this drive at the 25. They go 3 wide receiver, but of course that read option's been deadly today for them. Quarterback keeps it and throws it out to Washington for about a gain of 9 yards. He does take a big hit there. Hangs on to it though.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
They hand it off, and Troy Harris stays on his feet. Almost fell forwards, it looks like. 16-yard gash there. He's getting wide open running lanes. Even when I blitz run, it just isn't working out. Handed right back to him, and he's got over 100 yards rushing today. I even put a defensive lineman from the outside working inside, and the offensive line just picks up every block. We're not shedding any blocks in this game so far in the running game. Am I finally back?
Yes.
I have no idea what the fuck happened to my internet. It just died on me.
Nice.
It just fucking died.
Also, check your damn Telegram. You had me worried, fam.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that after the recording because I'm focused on playing now. I never stopped recording. I'm still playing, by the way.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
So you've just been going and going?
I've been going and going. I was already in the mojo of the game when my internet died, so I wasn't going to.
Alright, catch me up real quick, fam.
Okay, Desmond Hollis. Not Desmond Hollis. Excuse me. You were there for the interception because that was the first play of the game for Arizona. Excuse me.
Right.
Ricky Bishop, kick return touchdown.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Nice.
3rd quarter just tipped off a couple of seconds ago. We just stopped them on 3rd down, so now they have the ball at my 26, 4th and 3, and they're going for it. They're down by 11. It is 31-20. It's been back and forth for the most part, but we've gotten a couple of turnovers, and Ricky Bishop had the kick return touchdown. They go draw play, and he gets it. Troy Harris has been abusing my defense. Oh, but that's not Troy Harris. Excuse me, that's Dante Evans. Yeah, they actually had the backup running back in there, and he still was able to rip off a 15-yard run. But Troy Harris, their running back, has been getting some big gash runs in this game. They go right back to him yet again. Dante Evans, another 10-yard run. And they're just doing delays, and my defense just can't shed any blocks. Even though we know that the delay is coming, we're getting just completely stonewalled by their offensive linemen every single play.
Fam, sounds like you're struggling.
Stevenson was open for another touchdown. Stevenson has 2 touchdown catches now. So yeah, they just drove it right down our throat in the running game and then just throw it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a close game. It's now 31-27 after this extra point. 5 minutes to go in the third. I'm telling you, I was even run blitzing. I was sending safeties on blitzes in the running game, and it just wouldn't matter. Somebody, whether it was the tight end or the fullback, somebody would block me and just like maul me over, and I just had no chance. I just couldn't get to the running back. I mean, the running backs for Arizona have been getting 5 or 7 yards before contact. Is that good?
I don't know, fam. Is it?
It's not. It's not good.
It's not good.
Quinton Williams on the slant route, and he shooks a defender. He's open for a huge catch and run. Quinton Williams, 43 yards there. Corey Green has played well in this game. Again, though, time of possession has been an issue for us this season, at least from the looks of it. Sometimes it feels like we're just not getting the ball on offense for long periods of time. Corey Green's going to run read option here. He's going to make a couple of guys just not really miss, but just kind of weave away from them. He gets 10 yards there. So now it's first down at Arizona's 25. 2 plays and we're already in scoring position, so that's pretty good. A deep pass to Jason Washington. He had a chance. That was a jump ball. Anybody's ball there. He jumps up, almost had it, but the defender knocks it away at the very last second. I'm talking picture-perfect defense there on what was a picture-perfect pass.
Nice.
We go down the seam, though, to Will Glover. 20 yards there. We're going to be at Arizona's 5-yard line. Just trying to punch it in. Just punch it in.
Give it to James Coe.
James Coe has been pretty good in this game. He's going to try and bounce it. Actually, he goes back inside after thinking about bouncing it outside, but he just gets bottled up. Doesn't really get anything there. Right back at the 4-yard line. He gets 1 yard officially, but really that was a gain of essentially nothing. Just see if we can just cram this down their throat here. Yes, we can! 4-yard run right up the middle for a touchdown. James Coe now has 16 rushing touchdowns on the year.
Yay!
Our mascot just doing a little dance there. Luckily, he's not doing the dab, though. I would just stop playing the game immediately if somebody did the dab. Wouldn't you, fam?
Yes. Obviously.
Free kick out of
I was looking through my pictures earlier today, and I just went back to that picture of Hillary Clinton dabbing when she got away with murder from the Ellen show.
She's intelligent and she knows what she's doing.
Crucial mistake there. Our kicker actually kicks it out of bounds on the kick off there to Arizona. They have the ball to start this drive at the 35. They go read option to Joel Vincent, but that time the defense was ready for it. Loss of 3 yards. Let's see who that was on that tackle. It looks like that was Thompson. Arizona's offense has actually outgained us in this game so far by 40 yards, but it just hasn't mattered. Over the middle, Stevenson dropped it. That was open, and he's been their most reliable receiver in this game. He already has 2 touchdown catches, and that was open. He just dropped it. They're only 1 for 6 on 3rd downs today. They're going to have to convert here, 3rd and 13. And the pass is knocked away.
4th down, fam. Can you stop him?
They're going to punt the ball away to ya boy.
Well, never mind.
By the way, South Carolina lost in overtime.
27-yard punt.
They were the number 4 team in the country, and they just lost.
31-yard line.
Can you stop breaking my heart, please?
I'm not breaking your heart. South Carolina is.
They do that, right?
They do that in real life, so the simulation's accurate.
That's a gain of 2 on the play.
You can't fault EA for accurate simulation.
Shush.
James Coe, 3-yard run there, and we're trying to just milk the clock a little bit here. 3 minutes to go into third quarter with an 11-point lead. Really no reason to air it out and force a critical error unnecessarily. Ooh, that time the defender just completely beat the offensive tackle on that run there. Luckily, James Coe kind of spins forwards and just goes down for a gain of nothing. Could have been a huge loss there. It's kind of weird because the momentum the defender had tackling him just kind of spun him forwards.
Let's see.
Weird plays in this game so far. You were gone for the majority of them. A lot of fluky plays in this game up to this point. The pass is short. Again, Corey Green had pressure in his face, had to try and scramble away, throwing off his back foot. And just like in real life, when you throw off your back foot, you're not going to have an accurate pass. So we have to punt the ball away.
Right.
We've only run 40 plays on offense.
Bam. Play better football.
Trying to. Oh, and we had a chance to try and down that inside the 1, but it just barely bounces in. They're going to bring this out to the 20, trying to cut into this 11-point lead that we're trying to not blow. They go speed option, and I completely bit there on the running back pitch that wasn't there. Joel Vincent keeps it for 12 yards.
Why though? Why though?
Because I suck at defending the option in this game. They go read option again, and that time again. Joel Vincent keeps it, but he actually doesn't get anything. He had some positive yardage there, but then he tried to go horizontal, trying to run it to the outside, and that's where he started to go backwards. The pursuit finally closed in on him, so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Again, trying to go speed option. He loses 2 yards there. I don't know why they keep doing speed option now. The defense clearly sees they're calling the same play over and over, and that time we were ready for it, and we got him down for 2-yard loss.
There's a start.
3rd and 12. Still only 1 for 7 on 3rd down today, so let's try and make that 1 for 8. They go screenplay to Troy Harris. He actually bounces off somebody, but finally close in on him. It's going to be 4th and 5. 1:14 in counting to go, and they're just going to punt the ball. They're not going to force anything yet. If this was the 4th quarter, they probably would go for it, but they're going to punt the ball away and try to play defense one more time. Ricky Bishop, ya boy, back to return. Trying to weave away there, gets a decent return for 11 yards. 58 seconds before the 4th quarter comes. So let's see if we can get something here. Even if we just get a field goal, that would make it officially a 14-point lead. Anthony Hampton gets the catch for 5 yards. By the way, Anthony Hampton had a very impressive catch in this game. I threw the ball deep to him when I probably should not have, because he's not a big receiver. Because he's the slot guy, right? And he just went up there in traffic and snagged it out of the air. Corey Green's going to keep the read option and gets about 6 yards there for a 1st down. Not a lot of rushing yardage for Corey Green in this game officially, even though he's gotten some big runs on the read option, because he's been sacked about 2 or 3 times in this game.
Fam, it sounds like you just suck at football.
Yeah, I just suck at
I'm
football.
sorry
I've
to
been
say.
exposed. James Coe,
You've been
5-yard
exposed.
catch. We're gonna go no huddle and try and run one more play before before the quarter ends. We get the play off. Ooh, that was almost intercepted by Steven Bostic, but it goes down as an incompletion. That will take us into the fourth quarter. We are clinging on to an 11-point lead, trying to make it a 14 or possibly an 18-point lead. We're only 1 for 6 on third down today, so third down's not been a good play for either team in this game.
That's really bad.
Wade Roberts on the completion. We go 2 for 7 now. Make it a little bit better. We're the only...
Also, I did it.
What did you do?
I broke my 3DS.
Fam. Stop breaking your 3DS.
Actually, it's not even broken, but it's probably... I probably voided the warranty at least 7 times doing this.
Good shit.
So...
Quentin Williams wide open down the sideline. Huge catch there. Quentin Williams has been a beast in this game. And that's something I really haven't seen much from him this season. He's gotten a couple of big catches sporadically, but he hasn't really had that dominant presence on the outside, but he's been getting that turned on recently. Ooh, that was almost intercepted in the end zone. Probably should not have passed that. I was trying to get it to Wade Roberts on the outside. It goes down as an incompletion, though.
You go down as an incompletion.
Your mom goes down as an incompletion.
Oh.
Your career's over.
Everything's
We
dead.
try to sweep it to James Coe, but he loses a yard there. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 10. Chris Sanders on the tackle for loss. I'm going to call a timeout here because I really want my guys to be well rested for this play. This is a crucial play. Getting a touchdown here will really be demoralizing, and this could be a potential game-sealing touchdown if we can get it right here. You feel me, fam?
I feel you, fam.
If at all possible, I want to put this game away right here.
Well, duh.
Again, forcing that pass to Wade Roberts when I probably shouldn't have, and it was incompleted. So we're going to have to settle for a field goal. Arizona has to consider that a win for them on defense. Still is a 2-possession game, though, so they're going to have to go quick on offense and get a couple of quick scores to have a chance. Studio update is going to be an update, and this is a huge one. Number 5, Alabama goes down to Mississippi State.
Damn.
Mississippi State's now 5-5 on the year. Alabama now has 2 losses. That knocks them out of the national championship race. You know, it's bad for Mississippi State's resume, though. They don't have that quality loss to Alabama now. How are they ever going to recover from that, fam?
They're not.
That's a season-ending win for Mississippi State. Good catch there by Derek Stevenson towards the sideline. 8-yard catch. He has 6 catches, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's been their favorite receiver for Joel Vinson. Read option keeper with the quarterback, but again, my defense was ready for it that time. Loss of a couple. They do have over 150 rushing yards in this game, though. And that's even with some of these losses with the read option runs going nowhere. Their running backs have gashed us, for the most part. That's a completion to Eddie Vaughn in traffic. So they convert on 3rd down for only the 2nd time today. And they're going no huddle here. Probably the only thing they can do at this point. Again to Vaughn. It looked like, I think that was Adam Morris trying to pursue him there, but he just got beat. 2 big plays back to back. They're down to the 24-yard line.
Stop on man.
Another huge catch there by Gray. And they're now down to the 5. I'm going to call timeout here. They're going no huddle, and receivers are getting open, so I need to really strategize here. This is starting to worry me a little bit.
Have you ever tried not sucking?
No, I have not. Oh, Woods. What are you doing, Woods? The defensive end knew that the quarterback was going to keep that option, but he just hesitated. Why did you hesitate, Woods? Touchdown, Arizona. They're going to be down by only 7 pending this extra point. It's a shootout today, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes to go. Ricky Bishop back to return.
Raise your hand if you predicted that Mox would blow a lead.
Ricky Bishop on the return. Gets out to about the 33-yard line. 5 minutes exactly to go in this game. If we can just run some time off, if we can run 2 or 3 minutes off the clock and then kick a field goal, then that will really be difficult for Arizona to come back from, because that's a 2-possession deficit with not a lot of time left. Preferably, you want a touchdown, but if we can just run time and get something, that bodes well for us. James Coe runs the counter, and he gets 9 yards there. Actually looked like that could have been a face mask on him. Are they going to call it?
Probably
of course not. They don't call it. And James Coe was actually down on the play for a little bit, but he finally gets back up, probably trying to sell the obvious face mask that they did not call. Because the referees hate me in Washington State Dynasty for some reason. Oh, by the way, when you were waiting for me to come back, they overruled an obvious catch that was out of bounds as a completion.
Nice.
Yeah, and I lost my mind. It's retarded. James Coe weaving forwards, getting behind a couple of blockers there. 8-yard run. James Coe has 87 running yards and 2 touchdowns today. So he's not really getting huge runs, but he's just doing his thing. He's getting the job done bit by bit. And Arizona has outgained us offensively by over 50 yards, and they're down by 7 though. Handoff to James Coe on read option. He's going to lose a yard there. It was obviously a good decision to hand it off there because the defensive end stayed at home, but it just didn't matter because my offensive lineman didn't block anybody. Don't you just love it when offensive linemen don't block?
I do, man. Who doesn't love it?
Chase down. No. Come on, don't be injured, James Coe. Come on, you're fine. Don't be injured. Well, he's out of the game now. Something's wrong with him. He's out of the game. He lost 2 yards on the counter, and then he hurt himself. Things not going our way right now. It's 3rd and 13. 3 minutes and counting. If we can convert here, we can run more time off. It's risky even having to pass here because if we get an incompletion, that stops the clock, but we have to pass here to try and convert. We get the pass off. Will Glover comes up with the completion for 25 yards. James Coe still isn't back in the game though. Hopefully it's not a major injury.
Did he just LT his career?
I hope not. Dominic Riley takes the read option handoff for 11 yards. His first touch today. Still no word on whether James Coe is alright. They still don't have him in the game. I'm going to bleed this clock a little bit before I call this play. Dominique Riley fights his way forwards on the counter for about 3 yards. Could have been tackled in the backfield, but he fights away, gets 3 yards out of it. It's better than nothing. And Arizona actually called a timeout there. They know that they want to have to start calling timeouts here to have a chance. 2nd and 7, and we're going to pass here. As risky as it is. We'll try and catch them off guard. Oh, we almost threw an interception.
Damn.
I tried to go a slant route with Jason Washington thinking it was going to be there. And the linebacker stayed at home when I thought he was going to bite. He did not bite. So we basically gave them a free timeout. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 7, excuse me. 3rd and 7 at the 14. And this is going to be now a really risky and important play because we incomplete this play, then it's going to be another free timeout. We throw that to Wade Roberts and he hangs on to it. 10-yard catch for Wade Roberts. We're now 4 for 10 on 3rd down today. Not amazing, but we've gotten a lot more 3rd down conversions than they have on offense. James Coast still is not in the game. And there's no word on whether or not he's okay. I've been looking for the updates. Okay, here's the update. Mild concussion, out for the game. I'm glad that it's not anything more major than that, though.
He got Wiswell.
Dominique Riley, weird play. Tries to juke and spin. Actually falls forwards very awkwardly for a gain of 1 yard. They call their final timeout. So now, if we can just bleed the clock here, it doesn't even matter if we don't get a score here. We just got to run time, and they can do nothing now to stop the clock. 2:03 left. We run that right up the middle, and he's going to score anyways. Touchdown, Washington State, Dominique Riley.
Yay.
So it looks like we're going to come away with a win. Very competitive game, though. Arizona fought hard. Studio update real quick. Pac-12 action. Oregon, the number 21 team in the country, beating Utah, the number 24 team in the country, so they're going to fall out of the poll now. It's always nice to see Oregon get in some wins to make our win over Oregon look that much better. You gotta have that quality win.
Quality
win-loss. So now Arizona, desperation mode. They can go down the field quickly. That's what they've been doing today. We've been able to keep them out of the end zone when they've gotten down inside the 20 a couple of times today. The reason why they have 34 points is because they've had to kick 2 field goals 2 separate times today when they got down to my side of the field. Ohio State, the number 2 team in the country, easily beating Illinois there, 44-10.
Illinois.
I know, fam. Derek Stevenson, 14-yard catch there. It looked like he might have been out of bounds. Not so sure about that. Are they going to look at it? No, they're not. They're not even going to look at it. The referees are very, very bad in this game. That might have been a catch for all I know, but I just wanted them to look at it because it looked like it could have been something taken a second look at, you know? And they just choose not to. Joel Vincent, 24 for 34, 299, 3 touchdowns but 2 interceptions. Desmond Hollis chasing down the running back, probably should have stayed on him a little bit more there. It was his assignment to spy the running back, but he gave him too much room there, and they dumped it off to him for a first down. Incompletion over the middle. 2nd and 10 coming. Only 1:31 left though, so I'm going to call a timeout here to get my guys rested a little bit, get the stamina back up. There we go. Some guys were in the orange and the red on stamina wise, and now after that timeout, most of them are back in the green. You know, get their energy going back. That's how they're able to drive down the fields when that stamina starts getting lowered. Good play there. It looked like that was Adam Morris on the play, knocking that away. He struggled a little bit earlier in this game, but Adam Morris actually has one of those 2 interceptions. They go delay to Troy Harris for some reason. On 3rd and 10, he only gets 5 yards. It's going to be 4th and 5 now.
You gotta surprise him, fam.
Usually that delay's worked all day, but he only got 5 yards that time. So now this is essentially the game. 4th and 5. They get it to Boyd for about 9 yards.
Womp womp.
The drive is alive. Arizona clinging to life here. Refusing to die.
False start. Offense.
Oh, but now it looks
Bring
like
to life.
one of their players has a false start. That's actually the 3rd false start for them today.
They need to get their shit together.
How do you get 3 false starts on offense when you're playing at home and there's no crowd noise to battle? You need to focus.
I don't
Arizona,
know,
you need to
man.
focus. Ooh, that could have been picked off by Bill McNair. It does go down as an incompletion, though. Unfortunately, I don't have any timeouts, which means my players are getting gassed. Their stamina is starting to dip. We're going to have to just somehow hang on here. Tyler Hawkins is able to knock it away. The receiver had his hands on it, but Hawkins was there quickly to contest it, and he goes down with a drop. So now this is 3rd and 15. We're going to keep Desmond Hollis in the middle here. Just try and spy the quarterback, anything over the middle. That pass is wild, and it's incomplete. 4th and 15. This is the game yet again. But this is not 4th and 5. This is 4th and 15. This is even harder. 58 seconds to go in the game, so nothing really to worry about anyways. It's just about officially closing the game out like we're supposed to. And we give up 15! Unbelievable. They go to Derek Stevenson and they get 15 yards. I just don't believe it. And they're going to spike the ball. This game still somehow is not officially over.
Fam, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed in you.
42 seconds to go. They're at the 7-yard line. The 8-yard line, excuse me. They throw that to the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. The game is not over. Somehow it's not over.
So what's the score after extra point?
48 to 41. So they're going with the onside, obviously. And if they recover, oh my god, if they recover. I just cannot live with myself if they recover this. Come on. Ooh, it was on the ground for a little bit, but I come up with it.
Illegal touching.
Ooh, that scared me.
That's game.
It's game. And it actually looks like
Surely.
somebody was offsides for Arizona anyways. I'm declining that because I got the ball. Whatever. We just gotta take a knee and we're going to come out of here with a win. But I swear to God though, that could have been recovered by Arizona. It was on the ground for a little bit. But it simply does not matter. Washington State wins again. We are 9-1. Ladies and gentlemen, one-star program. Nobody gave us a chance in hell to be worth a shit this season.
And you're still going to be unranked.
And we're going to be
next year.
unranked next year. Actually, we might not be for no other reason than our best players, Wade Roberts and Corey Green, offensively, are more than likely not going to the draft. Corey Green might consider going to the draft, but his overall probably isn't that high to be considered a top 5, not top 5, excuse me, a 5-round pick or higher, I should say. Usually if their projection is like 6th round or 7th round, they usually come back. And that might be his projection, is like a 6th or a 7th round pick. So if he values his draft stock, he'll come back for his senior year.
I mean, if he's a 6th or 7th round, there's probably a good chance.
Corey Green is the player of the day. He had 338 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, but he did fumble the ball earlier in the game. But not throwing those interceptions is all I really worry about in turnover category.
You gotta get those Heisman.
Yeah, you gotta get those Heisman points. To be honest with you, though, James Coe probably should have been the player of the game. He had a 32-yard rushing touchdown earlier in the game, and that really got our offense going when we were completely just demoralized on offense at one point. The ESPN Instant Classic rank thing says that's the number 3 best game ever played, and I just don't believe it. Don't know how that's the number 3 best game ever, but whatever. It was fireworks though, lots of offense, 48-41.
It was fire.
Defense really didn't show up that much today. We did get 2 turnovers, but I don't think we got a single sack. We might have gotten 1 sack, I can't remember, but we gave up a lot of yards and a lot of points. We did that last week, didn't we?
Yep.
Who did we play last week? Arizona State? No, we did give up a
Arizona
lot of
State,
points
yeah.
to Arizona State, we just gave up a lot of yards. This week we gave up points and yards. They scored 41 on us, but hey, we won, so I'm not complaining. Next week's game is going to be, I believe, our very last home game. It's against Utah. They're not going to be in the top 25. They were number 24 this week, but they lost. They still are a caliber team. They're only 6-4 on the year. We can't take them lightly. We can't be looking ahead to Washington. We just can't do that. The Washington game is going to be a huge game for us, but we can't worry about that yet. So we're going to advance ahead to next week, see where our ranking is, and see if maybe some recruits decided to commit to us. We do have some news to get to. Matthew Moore, 64 overall. Matthew Moore, not Matt Moore. 64 rated overall outside linebacker has committed to Washington State. And that's about it for now.
Is he gonna Matt Moore somebody?
The funny thing is that Matthew Moore can't Matt Moore somebody. That is crazy. Really good news for Washington State this week. We are now the number 7 team in the country.
If we went out, fam.
We could. We can, if we win out and win the Big 12, not the Big 12, fuck me, the Pac-12 championship game, who knows? I mean, Alabama lost. South Carolina lost. They were top 5 teams, and they lost last week. Something could happen that could put us in the BCS title game. I just don't believe it. We have to keep winning, though.
I don't know what to tell
We
you,
have to
fam.
keep winning.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep winning. Just keep quoting movies. Nothing else really important to get to, other than the fact that Justin Nicholson is no longer considering us his #1 option. He actually now favors Arizona State by about 100 points. So that's not exactly what I was hoping to see there.
Right.
Alright, I guess that's about it. I'm just going to put a couple more points into some of these players. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Sorry for the very crazy recording. Like, the majority of this recording didn't even have Hannah in it because I was solo commentating the game for a huge chunk of time.
Right.
So, again, I'm sorry that it was such a very weird recording. I probably could have scrapped this and just restarted the game, but I didn't want to do that because it was already in the middle of the first or second quarter.
Because he doesn't
And because
like me.
no, that's not true. Okay, so this is Mock signing out. See you guys later.
See ya.